Welcome in. Okay, that's working. You can't see, but my cat has already tried to steal my spot, and now I'm sitting at a very awkward angle because this guy right here. But hi, welcome. Hello, Ninja. Hello, Science. Welcome, welcome. Can you tell who I am? I can't do voices. I can't do voices, so I can't talk like her. Plus, my brain won't let me talk really slow and soft and quiet. But, you know, it's definitely a person. No. Close, but no. Oh my god, Leo. I'm gonna fall off this couch. I'm sitting at the very edge of the couch. Yes, Science, you win. You win. I went for Morticia Adams tonight. Since we just watched the movie in Scent of Decay's Discord. God damn it, cat. But yeah, so you can't see it, but I'm more like it's a whole long dress, and I've got these cool gloves that have spider webbing on them that you can't see, and spiders on my legs. Okay, cat. Oh my god. Yeah. See, thank you. Can you please? Can you? Yeah. This is my couch, not yours. Yeah. I also lesson learned. Black hairspray is cheaper than spending the money on a long black wig. But I'm covered in it. It doesn't stay on your hair. If the lights were turned up full right now, you would see I'm covered. I'm just covered in black smudges all over the place. So, it looks cool, but it I can only be in low lighting. I can't go anywhere with this. I would have like actually, you probably can see it. It's all over my arms and my shoulders and all. It's just everywhere. But it looks cool. It looks cool. But next time I'm just gonna buy a black wig if I do this one again. Um, but yeah, so I decided to do a little, yeah, just a little Morticia tonight, because because I got my daughter in Lego form. My daughter Wednesday. So we might throw this together tonight. Happy Halloween! Hi, Dr. Hubs. Hello, Ngoy. Um, so yeah, there's also a video I want to watch. There's a spooky Halloween video I want to watch. So as long as the desktop audio works, I want to play you guys a little YouTube retrospective of my childhood on every Halloween for like 5 years, 6 years. Um, because the TV station YTV would have a spooky Halloween themed horror night every year called Dark Night, where they would play Goosebumps, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Freaky Stories, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, um, other shows other years, but those were like the main ones. So I found a video on YouTube of a guy kind of like going through it, and he's got clips of everything, and I want to get blasted back to like the past in the 90s, and then maybe build this. Thank you. Yeah, that's I don't know. I this wasn't supposed to arrive here tonight. This wasn't supposed to be here in time, which is why I had the plan to watch YouTube videos of old Halloween stuff and like old Are You Afraid of the Darks and kind of like, you know, talk over them, give commentary about what I remember from them when I was a kid. But then the Lego actually arrived today. Thank you, sir. Oh, I forgot, you know, I was gonna take your sword away because I really only meant it to be temporary. I want you to feel no obligation to do anything for me. It goes the other way. I'm here for you. You don't. But thank you. You guys go follow Science Streams. He's going to be streaming it shortly. They'll go live probably shortly after 9 o'clock tonight for more spooky science. Which, you know. Go learn about some spooky science instead of hanging out with this. You can't shout me out in my own channel. You can't do that. You can't do that. You're not allowed to shout me out. No. I'm already here. I'm already here. Also, my arm gloves are perfect because they hide all the hairspray that's all over my hands, because every time I touch my hair, it just like it comes off. Do you know how hard it was to get dressed? I didn't get dressed first, which was dumb. I sprayed my hair first and then had to get dressed, and it just got everywhere. It's all over. But I don't know, I kind of think I look good with black hair. My mom even told me that once, because I did, when I was younger, dressed up like gothic. Whatever that means. And she told me that the black hair looked good on me. But then said I can never dye my hair black because my grandma will kill me. And my grandma's still alive, so I don't need no, like, 91-year-old woman trying to kill me, so... Fake hairspray it is! Yeah. So... I think I have everything set up to play the old YouTube video. The only thing I have to figure out is the desktop audio, so I don't know how loud it's gonna be. Okay, this isn't Halloween. What the hell is this? It was a Halloween playlist. This is definitely not a Halloween song. It's not spooky or anything. What is that? I don't know. This sounds a little spookier. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna... Actually, I would not... I don't know. It has nothing to do with my grandma. I don't think I would ever dye my hair, actually. Okay. Is this even... Quick little sound test. Okay, I'm good. Alright. Die fund. No, no. Oh, he's back. Why are cats like that? Like, they want to sit directly behind you and push you off your own seat? Dogs don't do that. Dogs want to be, like, beside you or on your lap. He's, like, taking over and then making it very uncomfortable for me. I can't sit like this. This is an awkward angle. Hello, Tech. Welcome in. Happy Halloween. Oh my god, he's got... Oh my... He got too close to me. He's got dye on his white feet from touching me. Which is great. That's just great. Hello, Tony. Welcome in. Cat. Okay, well, he's just gonna be busy licking himself, so... The other angle. What am I saying? The other yogurt. Welcome in, yogurt. How you doing? Hello. Do you like my costume? I'm going for Morticia Addams tonight. I've got my daughter in Lego form, in little Lego brickhead form. So it all works. It works out. Hope you're doing well. You overstretched your hip because your dog wanted you to sleep crooked. Okay. Sleeping is one thing, because, yeah, they'll get all over. But, like, I've never met a dog that gets in behind you and just wants to, like, shove you out of your own chair like this cat does. There's a whole, like, there's so much room on this side, but he won't go over there. He wants to go right behind where I'm sitting. Yes, Garrel Adams. Or Yogurt Adams. That works too. Yogurt. Cats are very possessive. They're little jerks. They're little jerks. Okay, let me... Okay, you guys want to see... You want to see what I... Because it's a 90s themed video. I wanted to make it seem like we were watching it on one of the TVs I grew up with in the 90s. So, I found a little graphic, and it actually reminds me of my TV growing up back home. Hello, Skip. How are you? How's the baby? You guys, Skip the Pickle just had a baby. Okay, well, it's not supposed to be that one. It's supposed to be that one. Okay, I just have to move this window then. Okay, I'll just move this window over here. That works. There we go. Hello, Miss Yvette. You just got... Oh, what was Callie dressed as? Yeah, if anyone dressed up today, or you plan on dressing up over the weekend, or you dressed up last weekend, let me know. I want to know your costumes. I want to know what everyone dresses up as. Yeah, cats care of nothing. They really don't. They really don't. Okay, alright. I'm gonna pause Spotify, even though I don't even think I have it on this scene. Oops. Alright. You're gonna dress as a paleontologist. Oh, that's awesome. Yay. Okay, I'm going... Oh, should I do it? I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this one. Okay. Hello, Christias. Welcome in. Welcome. My vibe for the evening, yes, is Morticia Addams. I grew up with the movies from the 90s. Oh my god. I could probably find a trailer because we're gonna watch like a really silly Canadian thing. There was a Canadian TV show, like a comedy of the Addams Family that was made in the 90s. It was I think it aired on Fox Kids, but it was like totally a Canadian show, and it was very strange, and I think they were trying to bank on the success of the two movies in the 90s, but it was not. No, the Addams Family. The Addams Family. Should we watch that first? Maybe I'll look that up first. That actually might be... Wait. 90s Addams Family TV show. Oh, here it is. I just want a trailer, though. Oh, that's so funny. They have, like, the whole series on here. Okay, yeah, so there was an Addams Family show from the 90s. There was an update of the Munsters. Oh, I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. Oh, that's okay. Well, I'll just play I'll play the opening of one of these because this is funny. All right. Ooh, now I can test out the sound. This will be our experiment to test the sound. Okay. Desktop audio. Okay, let me see how loud it is for me first. Oh, okay, that's really loud for me. But let's see for you guys. Desktop audio. Oh, I know. I'm just gonna listen to it on my own phone and get a good idea of how loud it is. Full screen it. Wait, why isn't it working? Oh, there we go.
Uncle Fester was hung in the closet upstairs. Grandmama snoozed in her favorite chair. Wednesday curled up, dreaming Halloween dreams. Too sleepy to hear Pugsley's bone-chilling screams. Lurch settled in for his Halloween nap, while Thing dressed for bed in his PJs and cap. On goblins, on demons, on creatures of sin!
On Comet, on Cupid, on Donner, and Blitzen!
It's almost that time for treating and tricking, for haunting and scaring, and screaming and kicking.
Like, this is definitely not the same vibe as...
And the night air was filled with horror and gloom as wolves outside howled at the moon. It's the one time of year when everything's right.
Happy Halloween to all. and to all.
It also just feels very, very Canadian. It feels... Here we go. And this is the opening they go with.
Welcome to the Addams Family. How you do, the Addams Family? Coming to the Addams Family now.
Wonderfully scary and pleasantly hairy.
Delightfully very.
It's the Addams Family.
Welcome to the Addams Family. Going to the Addams Family. Coming to the Addams Family now.
Snap, snap.
It's like it's very 90s and very French Canadian. And I don't know. I don't even remember it being popular with my own age group growing up. Like it didn't hit with us. So I really don't know who they made that for. But it went on for 2 seasons. This very French Canadian comedy version of Addams Family.
Sorry, Dad. But boss.
Ask for a son, you give me the village idiot.
I don't know.
Boy, you people sure go all out for Halloween.
How sweet of you to notice.
That's a pretty scary sound effect tape.
I don't
you people got
recognize
playing.
this one.
It's giving me the chills.
I wasn't even
Sound
born when
effects?
I wasn't born when the
Mister, Mama,
original
we've got
show was
trick-or-treating.
on. I was definitely born when this one was on. Definitely. Yeah, I don't know. That's... Wait, what? Really? The comment right here says, this was my favorite version of the Addams Family. It brings so many memories. No way. No way. That's wild. No way. Alright, back to, back to what I wanted to play. No, not this one even.
Let you know
Where
that
did
we've
it
been
go?
asked to.
You hear about the kid who tried to escape?
Hang on, I'll tell you later. That cracks me up every time.
You're watching Dark Knight 5 only on
Perspective. There it is.
Remember when the YTV green skull would pop up on your television every October?
Okay. I feel like this will explain a lot about where I came from and how my mind has been shaped by spooky, scary things since I was like 9, 10, 11, 12. For however long this ran for. Wednesday's pretty good. I enjoy Wednesday. That's why I've got the little Wednesday brickhead set. Gonna build my daughter. Build my daughter. Okay, there's a crazy amount of fireworks going off outside. Who sets off fireworks for Halloween? Confusing. Okay. Kat, I hope you're comfy, because I'm sitting at a very awkward angle. Alright. Witches, maybe. Okay, so to explain this, YTV is, well, it's still around today, but YTV was like the biggest network in Canada for like children's programming and, you know, youth programming. So all the big shows aired there. And every Halloween, they had this thing called Dark Night, where their hosts, they would do little segments, introduce the shows, maybe do spooky things, because on one of them they went and did like ghost hunting at a small town in Ontario where it was well known for ghost spottings. They would do trivia in between the episodes, so you could call in to a 1-800 number, and if you got through and answered the trivia, you could win a prize pack. They would just play like all the best scary episodes of all the shows, so you would get just, yeah, like a marathon of Goosebumps, a marathon of Are You Afraid of the Dark, of a really funny old show called Freaky Stories, where it was like an animatronic cockroach and a maggot telling old urban legends, I guess. And then Buffy. It would always end the night with usually an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I was glued to it. This was my favorite thing they did every single year as a kid. And I didn't know that somebody kind of did a whole little retrospective on it, so I thought it would be really fun to watch it, and then you guys would all get an idea of like, yeah, little kid me on Halloween. Yuri, hello, welcome in. How you doing? Happy Halloween. We're gonna watch a video that explains my childhood in like 23 minutes, I guess. Do I look amazing? Do I pull off Morticia very well? I spray painted my hair black. Like, this is still my hair, but I spray painted it black and it's just coming off everywhere. Fred, hello, how are you, sir? Welcome, welcome. How is everyone? Happy Halloween. Fred, are you dressing up as Leia tonight just for funsies? Thank you. Thank you. It's funny because this is such a lazy costume. It's pretty lazy. Like, black outfit, black everything. But also, I learned my lesson. Next time if I do this, I will just spend the money on a black wig, because the, oh god. The spray paint is coming off everywhere. Not spray paint, but like the hairspray. It's coming off all over my skin. It's everywhere. But for the costume, you do whatever, I guess. You guys, if you don't know Fred, he's a wonderful, wonderful Lego builder. Frequently does amazing cosplays. Went to Comic-Con in Los Angeles and did some Star Wars cosplays and got to meet the wonderful Paul, who I know from Kim's Convenience here in Canada, but you guys know him from like The Mandalorian and the other Star Wars stuff he's been in, because he's really, really cool. But I think Fred looked really, really cool in his cosplay. In case you don't make it, I send you some pictures. Ooh. Yes, please. Oh, you did know him from... See, sometimes I don't know what Canadian shows, you know, made it over the border. I know Letterkenny was very successful. I guess and Schitt's Creek was... And Kim's... You know what? All three of them were. Yeah, all three of those shows. Because they did hit Netflix. You're right. Oh my god. We don't have a thing tonight. We've got a cat who's pushing me off my own couch. So I'm trying not to touch my hair. I'm getting so dirty. Anyway. That emote makes me laugh. That emote makes me laugh. Oh, you know what I can do now? You know what I can do now? Because I'm on my own channel. And I can see what it looks like. My newest emote of the amazing butthole tree. What else did I make? I also made another new one. Oh, this one. I had to get on the booty shake trend now that you're allowed butts. Oh no, it didn't gigantify. There we go. There we go. A gigantified duck butt
Cricket
whittle.
underscore just
Crickets!
subscribed for 19 months. Yogi.
Cricket! Thank you. Thank you, that's so sweet. Thank you. How are you? Happy Halloween. Thank you. Your phone's about to die. Oh no. Not on Halloween. Not before I start to play the really funny video that is going to explain my childhood. Which I hope is loud enough. I hope you get I hope it actually. Also, we have a really bad wind storm tonight. Like, it's not raining or anything like that, but the wind is absolutely insane, so I'm just worried about my internet quality in general, so hopefully everything holds out while we play the video. So, welcome everybody. Oh, shoot, I didn't get my t-shirt, because I have a t-shirt with this logo coming up, this skull YTV logo, and it glows in the dark. Cricket, thank you. It's kind of hard to show off the whole look standing up because it will cut off my head, but, I've got a black dress, I've got some tights that there's spiders on them, spiders on my gloves, spray painted my hair all black, which actually was a very bad idea. Despite the money savings, it's coming off. Like, it doesn't stick to your hair. Like, you touch it and it comes off. My shoulders are covered in black. My neck is covered in black. The sides, like, everywhere it's touching my head, I'm covered in black. So that's why I really dimmed down the lights. I didn't plan on having them so dim, because I wanted to show off my outfit, but then I realized I will look like, I would look like I rolled through an ink pad. So lesson learned, I'm gonna spend the money and buy the wig next time. But yeah, that's... And my cat. Then there's a cat. Yes, this is my version of Morticia, and I've got my daughter Wednesday right here in little brickhead Lego form to build. So my plan was to watch this video, which is 23 minutes, and then build Wednesday. And I know that's ambitious for me, especially because I started over an hour behind schedule tonight. But you know, we can do it. We can do it. How are you doing, Fishman? I hope you're doing all right. Yes, thank you for shouting out Science. I was saying how I was trying to shout him out, and then he shouted me out in my own channel. He shouted me out in my own channel, like such a goof, or whoever did. I don't, like, whatever. Today was better than yesterday. That's good, Fishman. That's good. It's a day-by-day thing, for sure. guys are goofs. Yeah, I wish I could, I don't know, show off this better without looking so silly. Okay, anyway, let me know how the sound is. Let me know how the sound is. Also, Cricket, do you like this silly TV? Because it reminds me exactly of, like, the TV I used to have as a kid in the 90s, the dials on it, and you would have to, like, until we got, like, a real cable box, you had to go and physically turn the knobs to whatever channel you wanted. God damn, back in the day, that was insane. And those things were so heavy. They were so heavy. Man. Hello, Mapping the Miles. Hi, Dave. I'm going for Morticia tonight. Which I get, she's very close to Elvira, but I was going for more of a Morticia, which if this cat was more cooperative, I would have put a little bow tie on him and he would have been a really good Gomez because he's already in a tuxedo. You would be a very good Gomez. Yes, you. Yes, you. But how are you doing? Same vibe. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, crap. Yeah, definitely have major complaints about this hairspray. I did not know it would come off on your skin. You're only now noticing the chickens? That's really funny. They've been chickens the whole time, so you guys you're amassing a lot of chickens. It's a whole thing from Broad City. It's a whole thing from Broad City, of course, like everything on my channel. I think this should... Is it chicken or chickens? It is chickens. There you go. It kind of explains it. I mean, it doesn't really explain it, but it kind of explains it. One of these days, and this is my plan, as soon as I test out how to do it, because Scent of Decay sent me a link and told me how to do it so that we can do a watch party in Discord. And I'll play that episode. I will play the Garrel episode of Broad City, and then you guys will all understand why I am Yogurt Garrel. Because there's only like 3 of you who get it, because you've seen the show, and it's really funny. The 2 for sure. And this blows my mind. Do you want to know who instantly knew what my username meant the first time I ever spoke in his chat? He was like, Yogurt Garrel. Garrel, like, from the show Broad City, and then, like, burst out laughing. Do you know who? Nobody will believe me until I tell you. No, not Balint. No, he has no... Balint doesn't watch TV. He has no idea. But you're not too far off. Paleontologizing. Danny Anduza knows Broad City. He knew it the first time I spoke in his chat. And it tickled me. Tickled me. Kuma, how are you doing? Hi. Welcome, welcome. Happy Halloween. How are you doing? You guys, Kuma Monster is a really, really awesome IRL streamer from New York City that I got to meet through the IRL raid train that I was part of last weekend. It's so cool. He basically, he just walks around places. You guys know how much I love walking. Like, it's totally my thing. So you guys should all go follow Kuma, check out his adventures around NYC. He walked to TwitchCon. Both of them. To Rotterdam and to San Diego. It's very, very, very awesome. I was lurking in your stream yesterday. Was it yesterday? I don't know. Days are all so confused. I was, just Rotterdam. Oh, okay. I think you were walking around probably TwitchCon. Because I think I saw at one point Miyochi was with you. So probably in my mind, I'm just confusing them all. Like, they're all together. But I was lurking in your stream, I think, yesterday when people were mentioning, like, come to Canada, come to Toronto. Because I live so close to Toronto. If you did, that would be cool, because I love to walk around the city. That's one of my favorite things to do. Toronto's one of the best places to walk around. So I would totally be like, come to Toronto. Let's go get a coffee and hang out in real life. It'd be very, very fun. Very fun. The middle of the US is really boring. Yeah, I can imagine. Cricket, can you give Kuma a fancy shout out, please? Because you could probably do it way faster than I can, or maybe you guys know how, like, slow I am. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I had to, oh my gosh, I had the best time on that raid train. Just meeting everybody, seeing how everybody does their thing. Finally, like, officially getting my foot into the door in the creator club, because I just forgot to do it, and then that raid train reminded me, like, oh hey, you should actually apply and join all these cool people and get to know them and just do it. So I finally did it, and I'm glad I did. The Dynamite Twins are so cool. I'm so happy that it worked out the way it did. And I know it sucks now because we're going into Canadian winter, so my IRL streams won't be the same. But I layer up. I get some boots. I can still go to some trails. It's just not like, it's just the weather. That's the worst part. So we'll see. Hopefully I can keep things up during the winter and just keep showing people cool parts of Canada. Did you actually watch YTV? That makes sense. See, I'm gonna show this little video. It's a retrospective on YTV's annual Halloween thing they did called Dark Night, where they would play Goosebumps, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Freaky Stories, and then usually cap it off with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And then they would do trivia in between the shows, and so you could call into their 1-800 number, and if you got through, you would win a prize pack. And I would tell my mom, like, the phone is mine for the next hour. Like, you better not call anybody. Nobody better call you. Like, I'm dialing in to try to win these prize packs, and I think, I got close. Being like caller 20 out of 25, but I was never the right caller. So, I know I've been saying this for like 20 minutes. We're gonna watch, oh god, I've been saying this for about 50 minutes. We're gonna watch this video. And then I wanted to build my daughter Wednesday. Since I'm dressed as Morticia, I wanted to build Wednesday. You know what? I'm gonna ask my mom if she remembers about that. Because speaking of my mom, I owe you guys a cooking stream from the charity goal being met back in August. And it's just our schedules have not worked out, so I don't think it will actually happen this weekend, but it's going to happen as soon as like our schedules will allow us to all be together on the same day, because my aunt also wants to join us. So me, my mom, and my aunt cooking like 3 things out of the Walking Dead cookbook. It will be a wild disaster, so it's coming. It's coming. No, we're not going to make lasagna. Although there are some pasta recipes in the book where we're going to do... Well, actually, I don't want to say it yet. I don't want to give it away yet. But we're going to do it. We're going to do that. Okay. I have no idea what the sound is going to be like. So let me, if the sound is too quiet or too loud, let me know.
Let's go back.
Tamagotchi,
Of Y2K.
This is my childhood, everybody. This is where I came from. That's very loud, okay.
What is the first thing you think of when you hear me say Dark Knight? You may think Heath Ledger's Joker. But if you were a kid in the 1990s Canada, your answer may differ from the rest of the world. Let me set the atmosphere. It's late October, the houses in your neighborhood are lit up by pumpkins, plastic bats hanging from trees, fake gravestones line yards, and artificial cobwebs are spread across front doors. You get home from school, there's a spooky feeling in the cool autumn air, yet it feels like an embrace from an old friend you haven't seen in a while. The weekend is ahead of you, so you invite a few friends over, and at 7 p.m. you all plop down in front of the television, snug in your glow-in-the-dark sleeping bags covered in chip crumbs and soda stains, and turn on YTV. Once these puppets were finished telling you not to put things in your mouth, which honestly is just good life advice in general, then this bumper would come across the screen. The YTV Green Skull was a staple of Halloween for kids all across the country, and it became synonymous with the Dark Knight lineup. Dark Knight was a kids' television block that aired for one night in late October that usually aired from 7 p.m. to midnight. It was filled with spooky shows and hosted by various program jockeys, most notably PJ's Phil, Paul, Jen, Katie, and Krista.
Fun fact. Back then, in the 90s, you could write in to these PJs, like program jockeys, PJs, and they hosted the blocks of programming after school and on the weekends, and, did like interviews and trivia and all that stuff all the time. So they were called like PJ Phil, PJ Paul, PJ Jen, and yeah, you could write in to like a PO box number in Toronto, and then they would send you postcards back. And I saved them for years, and I just don't know where they went. So I had quite a few postcards from these literal people that you are seeing on your screen right now, Paul and Phil and Jen and Katie. And they'd basically just write back being like, thanks for being a fan of TV, and basically goofy stuff like that. This guy right here, Paul, he went on to host a news program, so like some of them were working towards journalism stuff, and to me when I was a kid, they were so old. It was like, these are grown-ups. They were like in their early 20s, they weren't friggin' grown-ups. They were just older to me, but they're like in their early 20s, and I thought, oh my god, they're so professional, and they host TV shows, and they've got like careers, and they're just like kids who want to get on TV. It's really funny. No, internet, what are you doing? Internet. Okay, well. Sure. Why? Nothing else is... That's good. That's good. There's no dropped frames. Is it literally just... Is it YouTube? YouTube! You guys, it doesn't want us to go back to the 90s. What's happening? Oh. Oh my god. Skip a little... Oh, maybe you're right. Skip a little forward. Where are we at? 141. We're only a minute and 41 in. What if we go back? Go a little forward. We can go a little more... Okay, what? Oh my goodness, what is happening? Why? Why are you doing this to me? I know I'm not like...
Kids all across the country,
okay,
and it
there we
became
go.
synonymous with the Dark Knight lineup. Dark Knight was a kids' television block that aired...
Wait.
Between episodes, the PJs would generally participate in an overarching spooky story. Things like trying to get into a Halloween party in downtown Toronto, or being stuck in the studio against their will. Then there were the prizes. Throughout the night, there would be trivia questions, and kids could call the 1-800 number for a chance to win a bunch of different prize packs that included stuff like a limited edition Dark Knight watch, hats,
that
t-shirts,
watch.
backpacks, and much
that
more.
watch.
Although for most kids, calling this number generally resulted in a busy tone, or God forbid you tried calling while your sibling was on the internet. In fact, if you
That
did win
too.
one of these prize packs, I'd love to hear from you in the comments, you lucky son of a bitch. It became so popular that the frequency of calls in New Brunswick took down their entire network. I decided to try one more time while rewatching some of Dark Knight because I was curious what the phone number had become, and I'm happy to announce that I qualified for a medical oracle device. A win is a win. This year I wanted to look back at these YTV Halloween specials by breaking down all 6 years it aired, seeing what shows aired that night, what ads were running, and what the PJ's gimmicks were. So sit back and relax as
Oh
we
my
look back
God,
at Dark
I'm gonna
Knight 1
die.
through 6, starting with the very first one on October 30th,
How did he get footage
1993.
for all of this? There's not footage for all of the years on YouTube. How did this guy do it?
Dark Knight 1 kicked off technically at 7 p.m. However, I can't help but mention leading into the lineup was a Halloween-themed episode of Garfield and Friends at 6:30. The first year was shorter than the others and was
All right. So another thing, because it was like the mid 90s, like animatronics and talking puppets were very, very, very cool. So that there's like a little thing sitting between the two of them right there. I don't remember the name of this one, but like the main one that they would use would be when the guy on the right, PJ Phil, he hosted a show called The Zone, and they basically had a big giant talking TV head that they made look like a purple slimy animatronic thing, and that was called Snit. But I don't remember what this little guy is called. But like that was very big at the time too, like almost weird animatronic talking puppets. I don't know. Okay, is this gonna do this every time I pause? Because I can't really pause and talk about things if it's gonna do this. Why? Why do I have to... It's only 480p. It's like a crappy old video.
quite bare bones compared to what was to come. It featured PJ's Phil and Jen sitting in a darkly lit studio with simple Halloween decorations and a big rock in the center, where Warren Grog would reside. Warren Grog, by the way, was a puppet that became popular on
Grog!
YTV, and he was quite the grump. Most of the
Canadian
segments involved
Smarties,
Phil
did
and
you
Grog
see
being
that?
scared by the
The good
episodes they
ones?
were watching. While Jen pushed out all the information on the Smarties contest that night.
And you could win a Smarties sleeping bag, an Are You Afraid of the Dark t-shirt, and a year's worth of Smarties.
A couple notable ads from that night were the Aladdin game for Sega Genesis, the Dream Phone board game, and an ad
Are
for
you kidding
YTV
me?
News about Whalers Chris Pronger being the next superstar in the NHL. I say he did a
This is just gonna be like... This is just gonna be me... reacting like a big doink to all of this. I apologize, you guys. This is very hilarious to me. I've not seen this before. It's like the memories are going to flash back before my eyes. I forgot YTV News was a thing. This station had its own news channel, like news TV show geared towards kids and teenagers. That doesn't happen anymore. Why? Apparently we have to go back to the 90s each and every single time we pause this, so I apologize. It could also be the really bad windstorm happening outside my apartment building. I don't know. It's going to take like an hour to watch 23 minutes. Come on. Exactly, Ninja Gloppy. Exactly. Yes, that old Aladdin game. I never beat any of those games. Any of them. But then again, I think like most of those were on Sega Genesis, and I didn't have one of those. I would just play them at friends' houses, so I never really had enough time to get good at them. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Why is this not, Hello, Hogan. Welcome in. We were trying to watch a really old video, or a video doing a retrospective of really old 90s Canadian, a Canadian TV station's Halloween. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm having a hard time putting words together because this is buffering like crazy and not going. Okay, please. Why?
All right for himself.
There we go.
So what shows were the PJs so scared of? Well, that brings us to the lineup for Dark Knight 1, and it was all episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
All of them
I have
were?
a confession to make, and I understand if my Canadian citizenship will be revoked, but I've never seen a single episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
What?
And to add on top of that, I've also never watched Goosebumps. I was never into horror as a kid. It wasn't until I got into my late teens that I got into it. So this was the first time I sat down and watched them, and I didn't just watch one or two. I got into a groove and ended up watching every episode on these schedules.
Yep.
Well, for Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps at least. For those of you who were like me and didn't watch this show, here's a brief summary. Are You Afraid of the Dark is a kids' horror anthology series like Goosebumps would be 5 years later. This show was shot in Canada and featured many future famous faces from our country. I won't get into who right now because some of those examples will be popping up later on. Each episode starts with a group of kids called the Midnight Society, in which they meet up in the woods at night, sitting around a campfire and sharing spooky stories. 5 episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark aired during the first Dark Night, and it kicked off with the pilot episode called The Tale of the Phantom Cab. It follows 2 brothers who get lost in the woods and aren't allowed to physically leave until they answer this weird dude's riddle.
What is it that has no weight, can be seen by the naked eye? If you put
It's so hard to figure out desktop audio when you never do it.
And you better be paying attention because that same riddle will be the answer to the trivia question for the Dark Knight Smarties giveaway.
Okay.
The answer is whole, by the way. The next episode at 7:30 was called The Tale of the Twisted Claw. It's about an old woman who wants to take revenge on 2 kids who pranked her on mischief night, and she gives them a creepy-ass claw that will grant them each 3 wishes, but each wish has its consequences. It's a take on the classic Monkey Paw story. At 8 o'clock, we have The Tale of the Whispering Walls, where 2 kids and their sitter break down on the side of the road where they meet Chris Angel. He's a ghost who basically tries to steal their souls, I think in order to... Well, I'm not sure, to be honest. This one was hard to follow.
Thank you, Cricket.
The final 2 episodes to finish off Dark Knight that year were The Tale of the Dream Machine and The Tale of the Dark Dragon.
I loved Are You
Dream
Afraid of the
Machine,
Dark?
this kid realizes whatever he writes on this old typewriter becomes reality, which has deadly consequences. And Dark Dragon involves a kid getting a confidence potion, becoming all suave in an Urkel to Stefan kind of way. However, it begins to make him look like this until he defeats his inner demons. I couldn't